hope everyone is feeling skibbity today and is ready for another episode.
In honor of Veterans Day, we are having 2 segments talking about the Army. Sean talked to different teachers who served in the military to explore what the pathway might look like for students who want to enlist after high school. Araceli and Eliana talked to students about Veterans Day.
Also, Ryan and Angelina tested students' physical readiness by putting them through the Marines push-up test.
But to start off, we have a video about the AV production program over at Tech West, and Valeria and Logan are going to walk us through the difference between the high school emergency responses.
Enjoy the episode.
Good morning, farmers. Today we are going to review our emergency drills, the differences between them, and what to do in case of an emergency, so that we can stay safe and keep our school safe.
Buenos días, agricultores. Hoy vamos a repasar nuestros simulacros de emergencia, las diferencias entre ellos y qué hacer en caso de una emergencia, en el momento de una emergencia y para mantenernos seguros a nosotros y a nuestra escuela.
Our first is the secure drill. Whenever you hear this on the announcement, that means there is a potential threat or hazard to the students outside the building. When this happens, you want to get inside the building as fast as possible and continue your classwork as usual. Be sure not to go outside since the doors will be locked, which they always are for students, but you know.
El primer simulacro es el simulacro de seguridad. Cuando escuches esto en los anuncios, por favor asegúrate de no ir afuera, porque las puertas estarán cerradas y estarán bloqueadas al momento de entrar otra vez a la escuela. Lo que debes de hacer es no ir afuera, ya que las puertas estarán cerradas.
When we go into a lockdown, that means there is an active threat very close to or inside the building. When we do this, it is important for you to move away from windows and hide out of sight. Stay as quiet as possible and do not open the doors. They are your protection.
Nuestro segundo simulacro es el simulacro de aislamiento. Esto pasa porque hay un tiroteo activo dentro o muy cerca de nuestra escuela. Cuando hacemos esto es importante para ti moverte de las ventanas, esconderte, estar en silencio absoluto y no abrir las puertas, ya que ellas son tu protección. Una vez más, lo que debes de hacer es esconderte, no abrir las puertas y estar en silencio absoluto.
When we are called to evacuate the building, this means we are leaving the building due to a safety risk such as a fire or chemical leak. Make sure to bring your phone to contact parents, but you do not need anything else. Your life is more important than your backpack. Make sure to pay attention to all instructions from teachers and do as they say.
Cuando nos llaman para evacuar el edificio, esto significa que nos debemos desaparecer, ya que hay un riesgo de químicos o fuego perdido. Tu vida es más importante que el bolso. Por favor, trae tu teléfono para contactar a los representantes responsables por ti y no traigas más nada. Asegúrate de seguir las instrucciones de los profesores y hacer lo que ellos les digan.
When you hear the word shelter over the announcements, that means there is a weather or safety hazard in the building, and we need to seek shelter. If it's a tornado, you should follow your teacher's instructions to go to your shelter location and make sure to avoid windows and doors. If it is a safety hazard, simply follow your instructions of your teachers and the school staff.
Cuando escuches la palabra refugio, esto significa que estamos yendo hacia un problema climático o un tornado. Si es un tornado, por favor sigue las instrucciones de tu profesor y no escuches a más nadie que te esté dando instrucciones. Por favor, si es un simulacro de seguridad, solo sigue las instrucciones del personal de la escuela.
When we enter a hold, that means you need to get out of the hallways while the school staff handles a nearby issue. Make sure to get back to your class if you're in the hallway or bathroom. Stay in your class until you are released by your teacher. That means even if the bell rings, don't leave until they give you the okay. And no leaving the classroom for the vending machine or bathroom breaks during this time. It's for your safety.
Cuando estamos en una espera, eso significa que debemos salir de los pasillos mientras el personal de la escuela te llama y te dice que ya puedes salir. Por favor, cuando estamos en tiempo de espera, no salgas de la clase. Es por tu seguridad. Hasta que ellos te den el ok para poder seguir trabajando normal y poder salir a navegar de nuevo a los pasillos.
I hope you are all now more informed about the emergency response you should take in our school. Make sure to listen closely to the announcements and be responsive to your teachers. They are trying to protect your life. Thank you for watching.
Espero que ahora estés más informado sobre las respuestas de emergencia que deben tomar en nuestra escuela. Asegúrense de seguir las instrucciones de sus profesores y gracias por ver.
Hi, my name is Sean and I am a sophomore here at high school at Louisville. Our goal as high schoolers should be to be prepared for college, a career, or the military by the time we graduate. This week we have Veterans Day, and so we'll be asking teachers that have served in the military how their experience was, what they learned, and if they would recommend it as a pathway after high school.
What's your name?
My name is Professor Reimer.
Mr. Mangelli.
Mrs. April Karn.
Miss Gold.
I'm going to be asking you a few questions about military. What branch of the military did you serve in?
I served in the U.S. Air Force.
I was in the Marine Corps.
In the Navy.
Navy.
Were you ever deployed?
3 times.
What did you like about your experience?
I liked about my experience, the values that I learned: hard work, discipline, service, excellence. Those values, they've really helped me to be a really great teacher.
I got to drive big trucks. I also got to throw a grenade. I got to shoot a couple of machine guns. That was kind of cool.
Meeting new people and people from all over the country. I grew up in one place and went through, all of my elementary, middle school, high school in the same place in Houston. And I was just in the Navy. I was exposed to people from all over the country and different socioeconomic levels, and it just really grew me as a person to get to meet people that were different than me.
What I liked about my experience in the Navy was the traveling, the friendships, and it taught me a lot of life lessons.
What did you not like about your experience?
When I was first in the military, we had a lot of restrictions on when we could leave. So that was not very fun. We weren't allowed to go off base like on the weekends, and I wish we could have a little more freedom to leave.
I enjoyed my experience. There's very little that I didn't like about it.
My husband and I got married while I was in the Navy, and we were both in the Navy. And so the first 3 years we were married, we actually lived on different coasts. I was stationed in Virginia and he was stationed in California, and so that was tough. But we made it, and we've been married over 35 years now. And we could have been stationed together, but we would have had to give up really good jobs to do it. So we just visited each other a lot.
What was the most valuable experience or skill you got in the military?
Service before self. That was one of the mottos, and I think it's what eventually led me to become a teacher. I wanted to give back, help my community, and I think I learned that from the military.
Learning how to be on time. That's something that they really drill into you.
So my degree from college was engineering, and I actually got to do engineering in the Navy. And so it was, hands-on, working on equipment and writing manuals and being on board ships. I never stationed on a submarine, but I spent a week at a time on a submarine and got to put hands-on equipment, and it just really furthered my engineering career.
Life lessons, friendships, team building, responsibilities.
What challenges should students choosing the military pathway expect?
Well, if you choose the military pathway, it is going to be hard work. Requires discipline, It requires obeying orders. It's a different lifestyle than students are used to, but many find that to be ultimately rewarding.
Well, I know for the Marines is you should expect to practice running because it's a whole lot of running, you know, and I think the Army and the Navy would be that as well. So running would be really, really important, and physical fitness is very, very important.
It is physically difficult, right? So the more that you can do ahead of time to make sure your weight is under control, and you can run a couple miles and do a couple pull-ups or push-ups and sit-ups to prepare yourself. Just being away from home, if you don't have experience being away from home, right? The first couple months you're going to be isolated with a small group of people away from family and friends. So enjoy your time with family while you can.
You have to be self-disciplined. You have to be responsible. You have to be goal-driven, and especially accountability, because the military is all those things. Commitment, honor, and loyalty.
Would you recommend enlisting to students, and why?
Absolutely, I recommend pursuing a career in the military for students for many reasons. I went to the Air Force Academy, which provides a free college education for all of its students. They only require that you serve for 7 years afterwards. But even if you don't want to become an officer, if you want to enlist, the military will train you. They will give you lots of benefits to gain higher education. And then the government really takes care of its veterans once you leave. So it's one of the great ways that students can gain a lot of job skills and experience and not have to pay for it.
I would recommend joining the military. It really, especially if you need money for college, it's a great way to get your college funded. It's also a great way to get your life founded and teach you to be organized and do the things you're supposed to do on time.
I would. I think the military is a great experience for anybody, just because you learn new stuff, you get to see new parts of the country. I would be very careful, though. My recommendation would be to work with your recruiter carefully. Don't assume they have your best interest at heart. Maybe partner with somebody else who has military experience to help you talk to the recruiter, and make sure that they're going to give you a job that gives you real-world experience. You know, one of the greatest careers you can get out of the military is an air traffic controller. Basically, all of our air traffic controllers are trained by the military, and then they go to work in civilian airports like at, DFW Airport or Love Field. But you want those agreements in place before you sign the papers.
Yes, if you are not academically driven, like if school doesn't drive you, and you just don't know what your plans are after high school, maybe consider trade schools. What is a trade school? Like mechanics, hair, nails, even the military.
Ninth grade English field trip forms for the Broadway musical and Juliet are due November 21st. The cost is $40, and the permission slip also needs to get turned in if you want to attend. There are extra copies with any of the English 1 teachers.
Did you know that for this upcoming holiday season, the Grinch is looking for a sidekick? Those wanting to apply for the job must be grouchy and can work on Christmas Eve. Oh, and being good with dogs is a plus. If you have any questions about applying, please see the Grinch's pal, Mr. Crow, in room 1504.
We have a correction from last week. In multiple segments, we claimed that Benjamin Franklin was a president. Benjamin Franklin was not a president. He wishes. We apologize for our mistake, and we move forward to make sure that FFTV is a place for only facts.
Veterans Day is the day we celebrate and thank all our veterans that served in war and fought our country. In today's segment, we'll be approaching people and asking about what they know about veterans and what they mean to them. What's your name?
Aaron.
Nevea.
Yeah.
Cassidy.
KT. Deshaun.
Do you have a family in the military?
No.
My grandpa was.
My ex-cousin.
Yes.
My mom.
Nah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he used to be in the military. Like, no, he's not in the military though. You know what? Do you? Yeah.
My dad used to be in the Mexican military, but not here.
I had a cousin, but she retired already.
Okay. What branch did they serve in?
He was in the Air Force.
The Army.
The Army.
I want to say Army.
I don't know.
Are they a veteran?
Yes.
What war?
I don't know that well. All I know is that he's in.
Yeah.
What war did they serve in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What war?
War.
Oh no.
They weren't in a war. Is that a veteran?
No, they are, but like, it was no like big war. Cause you know, like, I don't know. I just think it was like only World War I and stuff like that. But like, it's like so many wars.
I don't think there was no war.
I mean, they are good.
Like in what war did they serve in?
I don't even know.
Have you or others been honoring veterans this week?
I think others. By just like supporting them, like just thanking them for what they did for our country.
I bought them donuts.
I mean, I didn't really honor it or nothing. It's just like, thank you for protecting us in our country. Appreciate it.
Why is honoring our veterans important?
Because they sacrificed their life to make our country better.
Because they serve for our country.
They keep us all from dying.
So we show our appreciation.
Yeah, and they've been through a lot, a lot of trauma. Cause me, I could never.
Cause they fought for us in the war. They also died for us. They went through all that hard work, and look where we at now.
They risked their life to protect our country.
What does sacrifice mean to you?
Just like not putting themselves first, like putting others before themselves. Trying to make what we have a better area and stuff.
Like to lose something for somebody else or like something else.
Yeah, risk of life for somebody else.
Oh, when somebody's probably like,
when somebody gives up the things for the person they love, I don't know.
Yeah, but like
I can't really say because I ain't really been in a position where I had to sacrifice for real. So, okay.
Somebody or risking something to save others or something like that.
Hello, who am I here today?
Terry.
Okay. To pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 2 minutes, and girls have to do 15 push-ups in 2 minutes. Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for the challenge?
Sure.
Okay. So, we're going to go against each other, and girls have to do 15, but I'm going to do 34 because I'm like that in 2 minutes. Okay. Hello, who am I here today?
Aaron.
Okay, to pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 2 minutes, and girls have to do 15 push-ups in 2 minutes. Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. To pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 2 minutes, and girls have to do 15 push-ups in 2 minutes. Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, hello, who am I here with today?
Nathan.
Okay. So to pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and girls have to do 15 push-ups in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Are you guys up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Who am I here with?
Malik. Detravian.
To pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 1 minute 30, and girls have to do 15 push-ups in 1 minute 30. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute 30. 34, 31. Yeah, both of y'all. Okay, I'll tell y'all when to start. 3, 2, 1. A minute 15. You got it. You did 34? Okay, you got it. Okay.
Oh.
Hello, who am I with today?
Chris.
Armani. Okay, to pass the strength test in the Marines, males have to do 34 push-ups in 1 minute.
If y'all have any questions or ideas that y'all would like us to incorporate on the next episode, comment some ideas on our social media.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it.